welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm myleerainelle. If you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I'd love to be at 1K by at least February 1st, so anyone who watches this video, please subscribe. Let's just get into what this video is going to be about. The first 10 minutes is going to be an overview of how to go ahead and set up your buy sheet, and we're going to go through every single column and what you're supposed to input there. I'm going to give you guys a formula sheet, so if you are a basic beginner in spreadsheets or in Excel, that will help you. If you are intermediate or you are advanced and you really understand how to do formulas in Excel, this will be really easy for you to follow along. Then after we review that aspect of it, we're going to go into an in-depth step-by-step. It's really laid out simply for you guys if you follow along, and it's about like 30 to 35 minutes, and we're just going to go over how to, number one, get inventory. I'm going to give you guys a free vendor, someone that I've worked with that I highly recommend. Number two, we're going to go over the amount we're going to invest into our business. And number three, we're going to understand like how much profit we're going to make based off of the pricing that we set for our product. I know on the internet or just on YouTube, there are a lot of other people on here who don't give you a visual step-by-step display. They kind of like write things down and then talk to you on camera. But I wanted to do a screen recording to just show you how to step-by-step set up one of these on your own, and I hope this is really helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below and let me know what you're having trouble with. I will get back to you. Feel free to DM me. Feel free to email me. Whatever you're comfortable with in terms of contacting me, please go ahead and do it. I am here to help my fellow small business owners be set up for success, because you know what, fortunately for me, I work every day as a retail buyer for a major corporation, so I've been doing these type of retail calculations on my own for like the last 5 years. So when it came time for me to start my personal small business, it's been a little bit of an easier route for me, but I know not everyone has that fashion merchandising training or even that merchant math mindset. So my goal is to help you guys be successful in your business by sharing the knowledge that I have and also just keeping you guys motivated. So I really appreciate everyone who comments below and let me know like what kind of videos you guys are looking for. Trust me, I'm taking notes, and I have so many videos to bring you guys this year. I'm working on consistency. Feel like my purpose on YouTube is to spread my knowledge, whether it be through my business sense or my fashion sense, or just simply just encouraging people to be the best versions of themselves. So anyways, let's just get right into the video. I hope you guys enjoy.
We are going to go ahead and open up Google Sheets. I prefer to work in Google Sheets because I can share this with someone on my team, and also it gives me the option to just keep myself organized within my business without having to save it to my desktop. I can just have it with me all the time and access it through my phone or anything like that. You can do this in Excel if you prefer to, but my preferred method is in Google Sheets. If you're new to Google Sheets, I'll show you how to pull it up. You'll just go to Google/Sheets, and you're gonna just click blank, and it'll open a brand new sheet for you. And you can just title your spreadsheet whatever you want. I like to call mine my buy sheet. Then I get started. See, I already have this one filled out. I wanted to go ahead and show you guys how to create a brand new one on your own. Basically, I'm going to talk through every single column with you, and I am going to then teach you how to fill it in to create a complete buy sheet and pricing sheet for your business. So do yourself a favor and go ahead and screenshot this formula sheet. This is going to help you fill out your buy sheet tremendously. It's going to explain every single column and what needs to go there, and it's also going to give you formulas. I would suggest that anyone who does not understand basic Excel to maybe take a beginner's course. There's so many opportunities on YouTube of videos to watch, or in LinkedIn, there are various tools that you can use to understand basic Excel, or just pay very close attention to the way I fill in each column. But if you are, intermediate or advanced in Excel, this buy sheet is going to be super easy for you. So don't worry, I'm gonna talk through everything to make it as simple as I can for you guys. Let's go through every single column that we're going to be filling in on our new buy sheet. The product name is going to be a link to the product that you're going to be buying. The style description is going to be what we're going to name the product on our website. This can be whatever you want it to be. You are the owner of your business. You get to set the names, you get to set the tone, you get to be the creative director of your business. So you can name your styles whatever your heart desires. The category column is going to be what you're going to tag the product on your Shopify website as. If you are a person who uses Shopify, you understand that in order for a customer to use the search aspect of your website, the product needs to be tagged in order for it to pull in through search. The color column is pretty self-explanatory. It's the color of the item that you're going to be buying. The size is going to be the sizing that you're going to be purchasing for the item. The quantity is going to be the amount of inventory by size that you're buying. The cost is going to be what you're purchasing from your wholesaler. Your total cost is going to be a calculation of your cost times the amount of inventory by size you're buying. Your bare minimum sell is going to be the bare minimum that you have to price your item at in order for you to break even. And that calculation is your cost plus your itemized expenses. We'll go through that in a second. Your shipping cost is the price that you are going to bake into your retail price to allow you to run a free shipping promo, which is going to be this number right here. Your bare minimum sell plus shipping column is going to be the bare minimum that you have to price your item at that includes free shipping, so you break even and you don't lose any money, okay? Because the one thing we're not going to ever do is to start a business to then go into the negative, or to then not make any money off of it, okay? We're not in the business of losing money. We're only here to make money and grow a business. My retail price is going to be the price that the customer is going to purchase my item at. That includes my profit. And then last but not least, your profit amount is going to be the amount of profit that you're going to make every time you sell one item of inventory for that particular style or size. Your profit dollars is going to be the amount of money that you make if you sell through the inventory that you've purchased for that particular style. So as you can see in yellow, we have some sum totals. So under quantity, the sum total here is going to be the amount of inventory that we bought for this particular color and style. Our sum total here under total cost is the amount of inventory money that we're going to be investing into by style and color. Another highlighted column that we have over here is under profit dollars. This is going to be the amount of profit that we make on this style after breaking even and selling through all of the inventory that we have purchased over here. So if we sell through these 12 units, we will make this amount of money after breaking even on what we've spent. Let's go ahead and get started on our buy sheet. If you are someone who doesn't need the following aspect, feel free to click out and move on. But the second half of this video is really just going to be us building a brand new buy sheet to create for a next collection that we might want to add to our website, or just buying additional pieces, okay? In order to get started on our buy sheet, we need to find ourselves some products to buy, right? A lot of you guys have been asking me, where should you buy your products from? And in the comments, I've commented a couple of times that you can use Alibaba or AliExpress. Being that I'm a lingerie brand, I'm gonna just give you an example of lingerie, but Alibaba, as you guys can see, sells all of these different products, and you can literally find anything that you need to build a business through Alibaba. It's a really great resource to purchase products from, and it connects you to all of these different vendors all over the world that you probably would not be able to interact with. The first vendor that's on here is going to be what we're going to use for the example. I have tested products from this vendor previously, and I know that they have pretty decent items and they are easy to work with. I would definitely recommend, if you're starting out and you needed a vendor, I would recommend this one. Okay, let's find some products to add to our example. I want to use super cute things. I actually like this, so let's open that one as our first option. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is the order page. This vendor has been in business for 13 years, so that's a really great sign. They are located in China. They deliver on time 100%. They seem to have a lot of really great reviews. And they also, I believe, do private label, which means that you can get your personal tags added to your items before they ship them for an additional cost. Anyways, being that we are a small business, we're probably going to be ordering less than 100 pieces per color or style. So as you guys can see, this style comes in 2 different colors, and I actually do like both of these colors. So for an example, we'll just use the fact that we're going to buy these 2. If we're going to be buying under 100 units, that means our price is going to be $6.99 per item. Let's go ahead and copy the link to the product that we're going to be buying, and we are going to put it into our buy sheet. So I'm going to insert a link, paste it there, and I'm just going to name my link. So this was a floral 2-piece set, and that is what I'm gonna name it. The style description, this is something that sometimes I fill out right away if I'm inspired, or I come back to it after I'm naming my collection. So let's take a look at it. Let's just name it for the video. Let's see what we could call this. We can call this Spring Forward. Okay, that could be the name of what I would name it on my site. So the category, I would say this is a 2-piece. That's why I would tag it on my website as a 2-piece. And I'd probably tag it as floral as well. The color that I'm gonna start off with is the blue. And in terms of sizes, you guys can see that they have dual sizes, so extra small, small, medium, large, 2X, XL, and then it goes to 3X, 4X. This item looks like it has underwire in it, so it fits like a bra. So that's pretty good, but these are all things that you want to look for when you are buying an item, because it just helps you understand like what you're actually purchasing, and hopefully you guys understand that you should be buying samples of items before actually going ahead and investing into inventory, because you don't want to buy items that might come across as being super cheap or just doesn't have a really good fit. So for something like this, I probably wouldn't buy heavily into like a 3X or 4X. My customers that I've been working with right now, that is not my niche. But if you are a plus size business or you want to carry plus size, this item goes up to the largest size. So the largest size that I currently carry on my website is like a double XL, 2X. I have that listed here. Quantities wise, being that this is like a floral bra and panty set, I'd probably want to invest super low into this, and I probably would buy a lot more like of the medium large size here, and maybe like 2 of those and 2 extra small. So we said that the cost, because we're only purchasing under 100 units, it would be $6.99. That means our total cost would be our quantity times the cost. So to buy 2 size smalls, it would cost us $13.98. To buy 4 size medium large, it would cost us $27.96. And then if you want, what you can do is just copy the formula down to just save yourself some time. So our total spend for this style color is going to be $55. So I'm just gonna highlight this so I can make myself aware. Okay, so I'm just gonna put total here so I know, and I'm just gonna copy this downward to keep myself nice and organized. Okay, so we decided that we also wanted to buy this in pink, so we're gonna go back to our buy sheet and add it in pink. I personally like the blue size a little bit more than the pink, so the blue color more than the pink, so I think that I'm gonna just buy a little bit more of this than I will the pink. And as you guys can see, because these are formulas, the pricing will automatically like update because we've made some changes. So I'm just gonna copy this information down here because it's the same, but we're just gonna change the color. So this is the pink color in that same style that we're buying, and then these are the sizes that we've decided on. In terms of quantity, I'll probably do 2 for 2 for this, and the price will be the exact same because we're buying under 100 units, so $6.99. And then we can just probably copy our formula down right here to make our life easier. So our total for the pink color is going to be a sum of the sizes that we're getting for pink, and then we're just gonna do total here, keep it organized, and highlight this in yellow so we're aware. So it looks like for this one style, we're only going to be investing $133 into it. Perfect. So let's move on to what our bare minimum sell for this item would be. This bare minimum sell has to do with our expenses. So let's talk through expenses really quickly. As you guys know, if you're not new here, that means you've probably watched another video in this series. I've gone through all of my personal business essentials, the things that I use to run my business, and I've told you guys where to buy them from. As you guys know, Vistaprint is a website that I love to use, order my business essentials from. So let's just pull up something really quickly. Postcards. This is what I use for my thank you cards. I get the 4x6 option. I want it to be horizontal. You can do premium, standard, premium plus. I think I went with the premium where the front is glossy only and then the back is matte. And I think I got like 250, like, or 500, whatever. You can pick and choose however you want it. Vistaprint typically has sales and promotion, so I'll try to find a coupon code to include in this video. So that will run me about like $50. So we'll go back to the buy sheet. As you guys can see, I said I'm gonna buy 500. It cost me $50.84 when I went ahead and made my purchase. The price per item is basically how much it costs me to use one postcard when I'm packing an order. The hang tags cost me $50 for 500. That means every time I use a hang tag, it costs me 10 cents to use that one hang tag. The lingerie boxes, I bought 300 and I spent $660 on it. That means every time I use a lingerie box, it costs me $2.20. You know, let's just turn this into dollars so it makes it a lot easier to read. To host my website, it costs me like maybe $50 a month. I think actually I have the basic plan, which is $30 a month. So every time a customer goes on my website, on a daily basis, it costs me $1. My tissue paper, 9 cents. My hand tag string, super cheap because I think I got 200 and I only paid $10 for it. Postcard, envelope, all of these are all of my expenses. So you wanna calculate the total. So my total expenses run me about $422, right? And some of these are one-time purchases. You know, you're not gonna run through 500 postcards within a month. We want to get to that point, obviously, because that means that we are selling. But, you know, just so you know, like if you're a new business, some of these things are not going to be things you buy on a monthly basis or even a bi-monthly basis. Your one-time investment might be close to $1,000, but you probably won't have to buy postcards for like 6 months. You probably won't have to buy any hang tag strings for the rest of the year. You know, your envelopes, you might not need to buy that for another 6 months. There's things here that you might not have to consistently purchase on a monthly basis, but they are things that you use, and this is money that you have invested into your business that you want to get a return on. So your total itemized expense is $422. So this is a number that we need to bake into our bare minimum sell. So we are going to add our cost plus our itemized expense, and we don't want to autofill. So our bare minimum selling price for this floral item is $11.21. In order for us to make money off of this and not lose any money at all, we bare minimum have to sell this at $11.21. We are going to go ahead and copy that formula downward just to remind ourselves, like, hey, so copy and paste. And like I said, basic Excel knowledge is that when you use the $sign, that shows that that cell is what you want to remain constant. So the G52 is going to be the constant number in the formula. G52 is the $422 sign. So that's the constant number that we're going to be adding to our total cost. We're going to copy that same formula down here. Copy, paste a special formula. So our shipping costs. To ship something like this is probably very lightweight, so it probably will cost us like about $2 to ship it. Something heavier like a robe might cost us like $4. And then remember, depending on what type of packaging you're using, if you're going to be using a big box, boxes are heavier to ship. Shipping is another video that we'll get into in the future, maybe in the next couple of weeks, once I'll film a video on it. But shipping through our carrier, USPS, UPS, or FedEx, varies by carrier. But we want to bake in a shipping cost, so if we want to run a free promo on our website, we don't lose money on providing shipping for free to our customers. So for something like this, I'd probably ship it in a poly mailer, and that is going to run me like, $2 or $3. So let's just do $2 as a shipping cost for this example of the 2-piece. Okay, so my shipping is going to cost me $2. So let's just change this to dollars so it makes more sense. My bare minimum that I have to sell this item at in order to run a free shipping promo would be this bare minimum sell plus my shipping cost. Okay? And the shipping cost is going to be the constant in the formula, so we're going to make sure that we keep it as the constant. So in order to ship this item and run a free shipping promo, we have to sell it for a bare minimum of $13.21 in order for us to break even, okay? This is not including profit. If we put this on our website at $13.21, we are completely breaking even and we haven't lost any money. That's what I really want to reiterate to you guys. This is not including profit. We're going to move on to profit in 2 seconds, okay? So I'm just going to copy this formula down into my buy sheet to keep us organized. So now we're gonna just move on to a different area, retail price. So remember earlier I stated that the retail price is the price that we're gonna market on our website to sell it to customers. That includes a profit amount. So here is where we're gonna see how much profit we're making. And then this is gonna be the total profit that we're making based off of the inventory that we've purchased. Say that I wanna set a retail price of $19.99. For something like this, you wanna make sure that you're not getting too greedy with your profit. Of course, whatever your business model is, if you're a luxury retailer or you want to consider yourself luxury, then you know what your price points need to be. If you want to be affordable, you know that you have to probably stay, a little cheaper to the cost to make sense to your appeal target. Let's say something like this, we want to mark it down to $19.99, right? The blue. And then the pink might not be a bestseller. We still want to carry it though. So we might say the pink is going to be $14.99, right? And the blue is $19.99. So how much profit are you going to make? That means we need to take our retail price minus our bare minimum sell plus our shipping costs. So this is how much profit we're gonna make if we sell one unit of a size small. We're gonna make almost $7 on this, which for something like this item is not bad. But if you feel like, hey, I wanna make more money on this particular item, then you would just raise your retail price. So let's say we raise this to $29.99, we'd make close to $17 on this. But for something like that, I would probably price it at maybe like $22.99 with a profit of something close to $10. So for this one, I'd say this one could probably be $19.99, the pink color. Okay, and it's gonna be the same formula. So we're just going to paste our formula down here. Paste special, our formula. So for the blue color, we're going to make a profit of close to $10 every time we sell a size of inventory. And then for the pink color, we're going to make close to $7 every time we sell one item. So what is our total profit by the amount of inventory we've bought? So it'll be our profit dollars every time we sell it times the amount of inventory that we have currently purchased. So the profit dollar amount, we're just going to copy this formula downwards. And then we're just going to do a sum total of like how much profit we're going to make off of this one style alone. So every time we sell out of this style, if we sell, oops, we forgot to do a sum total of the amount of inventory we bought. Okay. And this is a sum total of the inventory that we bought here. Okay, so we're just gonna highlight it. So for the blue piece, we have bought 11 units of inventory, and for the pink piece, we've bought 8 units of inventory. When we sell out of all 11 pieces of inventory, we will make a profit of almost $8. And we spent 76 and we have broken even, and then this is ours to keep and pocket on our own. This is our total profit for that style. So let's go ahead and do that same thing for the pink style. That would be the profit amount times our inventory, and then we are going to just do it by all of the sizes, and then we want to take a sum of the sizes that we're purchasing, and our profit for the pink one will be $54.27. So for this style, our total profit is going to be about $162 after we break even. And that's pretty good for this two-piece set. That is a perfect example of how we calculate our retail price. Anytime you change this number here, these numbers will update because it's a formula. I'm gonna add in one more style just to give you guys a complete overview of what it looks like to have multiple items within your buy sheet, different styles and all that. Let's add a robe or something. I think I found a really good example from this vendor before. Okay, let's use this example. This is a robe that I saw from them that I like. I feel like this would be a really great seller for any lingerie company to have. It's just sexy. I probably wouldn't buy it for my business only because I understand that my customers like to have robes that have hooks on the side to hold your string, and this one seems like it's a free tie, which isn't something I would want for my business. As you guys can see, this comes in multiple sizes and different colors. I probably would get the white color because it screams bridal to me, and then I'd probably get the red color because that just screams like sexy. I just think red is just very sexy. Go ahead and copy this example, and this will be the last example that I include in our buy sheet example, and then I'm going to show you how to do a running total of your complete buy sheet. This is the starting point, and then this is us just adding additional styles into our buy sheet. So we're going to go ahead and insert a link. I'm gonna just slightly talk through this. We're gonna call this, I think I had called this one night stand. Yeah, let's do this one night stand. One night stand is gonna be the name of this. This is a robe. The color we decided on was the white style. I said that I wanted white. And then also I would probably get the red style as well. And this is going to be one night stand robe. So we'll just copy this downward, and we said we're going to do red for this style as well. Okay, get rid of some of these tabs so we're organized. This goes up to a 3XL. I probably would not carry that large of a size. Like I said, I prefer to carry up to double XL, but for this example, let's just include a full size run. So we'll do size extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, double XL, 3X through 4X. So let's just include that in our sheet, the full size run. And then this is 3XL times 4XL. And I'm just going to copy this down here, being that it's the same style. And I just like to keep myself organized. So I'm just going to keep the total number here. And I'm going to italicize that and make it smaller, so it's easier to like read in the spreadsheet, you know? And then just highlight this yellow. And just make our life easier and organized, okay? Cool. So for a robe like this, I probably would want to keep this in my inventory year round because it's something that people are always just going to want to buy. So I'd probably invest a lot heavier into inventory here. So for the white, being that this screams bridal to me, I would probably get 4 units of this. Like I said, I know my customers tend to be, you know, full-figured grown-ass women who have body. So I'd probably get like 6 medium larges, 6 extra large double X, and then probably 4 of these. And I'd probably buy that same amount for the red. Actually, I probably will buy like a little bit more of the red. I'll probably buy 7 more of those. And 7 more of these. I'm just going to sum up my total here just to see how many units I'm buying. Okay, 20 is a good number. But then let's see how much that is going to cost me, because I might want to come down in units based off of how much it's going to run me. Because, you know, we're on a budget, right? We don't want to spend more than we need to, because we don't want to be heavily invested into inventory that we might not sell. But to be honest, my advice to everyone is to really just invest in your business. You don't want to be in a situation of selling out of styles and then it takes the vendor like 2 or 3 weeks to ship. You probably want to buy enough to last you, so you're always in stock. My particular business model is that I create collections and I buy a certain amount of inventory, and once it sells out, I don't necessarily restock unless it's one of those items that's a bestseller that I know I just want to keep on my website forever. Everyone's business model is different. You know what you want to do for your business, so if you feel like you need more inventory, definitely do that. The cost for this is going to be $11.38, so I'm just going to put that in my cost column. And I'm going to just copy this down by the sizes. And then I'm going to do the same formula as I did above, which is my inventory times the cost of the item. And then I'm just going to copy this formula downward. Pay special, my formula only. We're going to do this times this. And formula only. Okay, and I'm just gonna keep the constant at the cost. Just in case I need to share this to my team and they make any changes, it updates. Because, you know, vendors might say like, hey, I'm gonna give you, you know, the double XL for $9.99. So if this changes here, if this changes here, you want to just make sure that it automatically will update. So it's good to keep the constant number, but then as you guys saw, if I change the cost here, it didn't update here. So just understand what the constant does versus what it doesn't do. So sometimes it's better to not have the constant there just in case you have any changes to your cost here. So I just wanted to show you guys that example. So I'm just going to update this because we're going to assume that every single size is the same price. We just want to do a sum total here to see like how much money we're going to be investing into the style and the color. So as you guys can see, for those robes, I'm going to be buying almost $230 worth of product. And this also helps you just create a budget for yourself. Because if you tell yourself like, hey, I only want to spend $1,000 on inventory this month, you can calculate how much that is. And we'll get to that at the end of the spreadsheet to see where you're at numbers wise. Next, we're going to figure out our bare minimum sell. So our bare minimum sell is going to be our cost plus our total expense. So we're going to just copy that formula downward. Pay special formula, same thing. The constant is always going to be that. So formula, pay special, our formula. Why is it not updating? I hate when that happens. Oops, because I put it in the wrong spot. Okay, perfect. So copy this formula downward, perfect. And that is going to be this plus our total expense itemized, this number. And it's going to be 15. We want to make sure that the constant stays at the itemized. So we're going to just copy that and paste it downwards. Perfect. In order to sell this robe and break even, we have to sell it at a minimum of $15.60. So shipping a robe they're a little bit more heavy. So I would probably say that my shipping cost that I want to bake into is going to be like $3.50. I'm gonna bake in $3.50 into my free shipping promo. That number is gonna be our bare minimum sell plus our shipping costs. In order to run a free shipping promo, we have to sell this at least $19. This plus this. And I know this is a lot of math, but once you get this done, it just makes your life so much easier. Now let's move into what we're gonna be pricing this item for. For something like this seems very high quality. It seems, like I said, I haven't tested it, so I'm not really sure. That's why ordering samples is really important. You can always like contact the seller, let them know you wanna order a sample so you can test it out and see what the quality is like. But from the pictures, it really looks like it is a nice quality item. It looks lightweight. As you guys can see, they're trying to tell you that the bottom of the robe where the fur is not completely stitched all the way. Obviously, we know we cannot put this in the machine wash. It needs to be dry cleaned only, so that's something that we would probably note to the customers. And it is extremely long. I'm gonna assume that this, on the average woman, would probably trail them. So I probably wanna put this in the price point of $39.99 or like $49.99. Let's see what a $39.99 profit looks like for us. And then from there, we can decide if that works or if we want to make a little bit more money on it. My profit amount is going to be my retail price minus my bare minimum sell plus my shipping costs. Obviously, you guys know that this number here equates to this. So if you want to do a shorter formula, you could really just use your retail price minus your bare minimum ship. But remember, sometimes you're not going to want to include your shipping cost into your profit amount because you're not running free shipping promos. But I always advise people to run free shipping promos because customers have this thing in their mind where when they get free shipping that they're getting a discount of some sort. It might not necessarily be true, but you know, it's just a psychological thing. We all go through it. Even me as a consumer shopping at like Zara, when I see free shipping, I'm more willing to buy something versus if I have to check out and then pay for shipping. On this robe, if we price it at $39.99, we're gonna make a profit of $21, which is pretty great. Let's see what our profit looks like if we price it at $49.99. So this is our retail minus our bare minimum sell plus shipping. So if we sell this at $49.99, that means we'll make a $30 profit every time we sell one. I kind of like that, but that is $49.99 expensive for this robe. That is for you to determine based off of your business. And also, being that these are two different colors, you can literally price them at what you want. Being that this is bridal, we might say like, hey, the white one we want to sell at $49.99. And the just everyday red color we want to sell at, you know, $39.99. Let's see what our total profit would be. It would be the profit dollar amount times the amount of inventory that we bought. We're going to just copy this formula downward. And we're going to do our profit dollar times our inventory and copy this downward formula. And then I just want to do a sum total of every single size that I'm buying. A sum total of every single size that I'm buying for the red. Perfect. And I'm just going to highlight this just to get a visual of how much profit I'm going to make. Oops, I highlighted the wrong thing. So I'm going to highlight this. Okay, so perfect. So it looks like if we price the white color at $49.99, we will make a $650 an almost $20 profit after we break even. So we're going to be spending $230, but after breaking even, we're going to make $620. So I feel like that is a pretty amazing profit for this item. Just keep that in mind. You can make your profit whatever you want it to be. Now, remember, we don't want to sell it at that price. We can just change our retail price. We might do a promotion one day where we mark both colors down to the same thing. Then our profit will change. This is just a way to keep track of what your initial profit will be at the current price that you're going to be setting it on your website. Like I said, profit will change based off of like what you update your retail pricing to do based off of the amount of inventory that you sell or you purchase to begin with. This will be your product that you bought and the profit and prices that you set it at the very beginning. This will change based off of promotions you run, and you will just have to constantly update your sheet based off of the inventory that you have left. But I like to always keep a copy of my initial buy sheet to understand where I started versus where I ended. So let's just do a total of everything that we have bought for this little mini collection of inventory that we're buying. So I'm just going to do a sum total of inventory. So I want to do a sum of my red furry style, my white furry robe, my 2-piece pink set, and my 2-piece blue set. So I am currently buying 61 units of inventory, and it is going to cost me $610, almost $611. And as you guys can see, I just copied the formula from quantity of inventory to my total cost. And if you guys just want to look at formula really quickly, it is the total cost of each individual style for a total of $611. And then in terms of your profit, we're going to be making $1,000 and almost $40 off of spending $611. So once we break even, this is what we're going to put back into our bank account. This is ours to keep that we can use to go ahead and buy more inventory in the future, or even to like maybe pay yourself if that's what you want to do. I prefer to use my profit. I take a portion of my profit to put into my personal savings to save myself, to pay myself, and then I use the remaining of it to go ahead and reinvest into additional inventory for the next collection, or to buy reorders, or whatever it is. You know your business model, you understand what you need to do for your business. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, but I just want to show you how to calculate your profit. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please comment below and let me know. I hope I was very detailed. Sorry it was so long, but I feel like visual learners need things like this, and I personally am a visual learner. So I just wanted to make sure that I showed you guys how to do this. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.